Steve, welcome to Bilkins Folly. Or Bilkins, I think it might be.
Bilkins.
This is a Tasmanian-made game, which is why I looked at it, but that wasn't its main draw card for me. I am going to start a new game here.
What's... Oh, okay.
This is
That's the difference between normal and hard.
We'll play this
In the world of the treasure hunter, what is the greatest prize of all? Is it gold and
Treasure.
precious gems? Or the call of adventure? Could it be our family ties, our link through the ages? Or is it something else entirely? We join Percy Bilkins as he sails into the new world, searching for his lost
Poor
mother
guy's a
and
ginger.
grandfather. But while those distant shores beckon to Percy, the voyage of destiny rarely tracks a course knowingly charted.
So, this is a sort of top-down puzzle game. And I'll play for... I really just want to show this game off for the animation because I think it's just really, really nice. So there's Percy.
Why is his nose red?
And he's sort of... I'm not too sure... I think the language might be made up, but I'm not sure. It might also
Yeah,
possibly...
it's got that Simlish sort of vibe to it.
Yeah. Just gonna
Can you go poke the crabs and get them to bite you?
don't believe so. No.
Disappointing.
So yeah, left stick. I'm using control here to move Percy around. You can interact with items. A will do that, and he'll say things about it. That's a locked chest, so we can't get into that. You've got signs and stuff you can look at that gives you interaction. Now, first thing I need to do, we'll come to him in a moment.
If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't know this was Australia. Or Australian made.
Yeah, let's get through this.
What's the difference between a treasure hunter and a pirate?
Maybe what you're meant to do with the treasure after you get it? I don't know.
The means you employ to get them, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Because pirates are pretty violent.
Mm.
But Nathan Drake's violent too, and he calls himself a treasure hunter.
Just look at this animation. It's just great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The dog fucked with the crab, though.
Yeah, I like this little bit. Just this. And that sitting. Ah, it's gorgeous.
Ducking!
Anyway, that is your faithful companion, Drayton.
I thought you were about to say, and that is Bilkins Folly.
So he will help find stuff, because he will actually help you find little treasures and you can dig up. So he'll sniff the ground and he'll...
Is that a book over near those rocks?
It is. So it'll give us a bit of a hint as to where stuff is, but that's it. And you've then got...
That almost sounds Welsh.
I think it might even be that or Dutch, I'm not really sure, but it's got some sort of... I think the language might be based on something, rather than just being something completely made up, but you get some treasure map pieces as well.
I think you've been to that place already.
Mm.
Near where that ghost was.
So we can walk across this lighter area here. You can run over this. You can run as well.
Oh, so he digs it.
No,
But tell it where heads we got.
he'll bark like that, then you dig up.
Oh, okay.
Now I can only dig with X at the moment, so it'll just dig with my hand, and he'll eventually. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Nope, there we go.
Menagadus.
Maybe the bush.
I'm assuming you've heard them say that quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot.
You're Sava Hidu, Mundun. Said it. I'm fun to gluck me here. I'm fun to. Thou dosino.
So now we're trying to find the shovel. So
I like when he stands still, he holds his belt buckle like a distinguished gentleman.
yeah, it's just got some really nice look to it. So I can't dig on this stuff,
Said it, egg.
Yeah, because it's grass. You can't dig through grass with your hands.
which is why we need the shovel.
Twinne ho. Menagadus. Sit the ibel.
That's so. What sort of irresponsible dipshit leaves a gun buried in the sand?
Yeah.
Like, literally right there. Isn't that where that treasure map points to?
Yeah, it does. We'll go there a second. I just want to trigger the next part.
But tell it where Osquid.
Nee, beer.
Mehin Hanner.
Nee, maar.
Right, I think that's probably it.
Menagadu.
Mer.
Oh, so you don't actually need to wait for the dog to dig up anything either.
No, if you know something's meant to be in a particular
Yeah.
spot, you can just start digging.
Is that seriously what the treasure map was pointing at?
It's the handle of the shovel we need.
Ah, okay.
was
gonna say, a stick is treasure?
Sorry?
I was going to say, a stick as treasure? What is this kid, 3?
Right, so where this is sort of part of these puzzle things. This tells us where the rest of the shovel bit's going to be.
Hmm. So you need to find a graveyard.
I do vaguely remember where it is.
That's water.
Let's just grab the map for a sec. Not that map. This map. I actually need to go to here, where interesting rocks.
Oh.
Because so actually, if I actually read through that book at the beginning, it would have explained where he put it.
Oh, okay.
Haven't dug that up before.
So do these items come into play for puzzle solutions, or is it just shit you find?
I think probably both, but I don't know because
Okay.
I haven't played enough to give an answer. But I'm assuming it's going to be both.
Rabudwa, Haufena, Ironin, Ganolfa.
All right, so now we can with this shovel. We
Go
can
to
now
where the treasure map was.
we can, but we can also now dig in
the
this
grass.
area.
So is there anything that tells you that's where the shovel head was?
If we go way back to that book again, which is can't run through the border, which is a bit irritating. Quickly, we'd have if it was in here, very very hidden in here. Heard it break my favourite shovel bearing Cedric. I was saying I threw the head in a rage. It heard it bouncing off the rocks before a big splash. Then I looked, I couldn't find the bloody thing. Sigh. So
Left the rest of the shovel those weird block. Jesus Christ! So if you don't actually read,
yeah,
man, fuck.
So it took me probably a good 20 minutes to figure out what he meant by rocks. I was looking at all these things, trying to think these things were things, but then I realised he was actually referring to these things
Yeah.
as the rocks. Now, let him find his thing.
How precise does it want you to be when the dog finds shit?
Often I find it.
Pretty much you just walk in front of him.
Me hin Hannah.
Okay.
Doing a hook.
So I've got that one before. I think there might be some. I've seen that one before.
In that spot?
I believe it was in that spot too. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not necessarily randomly placing the treasure and shit like that.
Nah,
Okay.
nah.
Well, that'd be fucked in some ways. It was, particularly if you need some of that shit for puzzle solutions.
Yeah. So I think this one joins up with.
Hit the rock with the shovel.
Oh, I forgot you can't walk up those bits there. It's irritating. So I think I eventually figured out that that one's looking up, that's looking up, because it maps. Oh, I'm not going to get that. I think it was here? Thereabouts? There we go.
Doing a hook.
Ah.
Gonna let it.
So using the
Me here.
The directions thing on the map aligning
Yes.
to the direction, yeah.
yeah, so it's basically using the
So where's the RIP bit then? Where's the
Thanks, your
gravestone?
prisoner to
that was the burial site, not an actual grave site, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
okay.
it wasn't a literal. This is where you're going to find a grave site. It was
Yeah.
this is where you're going to find it.
Say,
See, I'd be sitting there wandering around for half an hour going, where the fuck is this gravestone?
Yeah, that was through me the first time. And when I played this the first time, I found this. Oh, okay. I think I'll just skip past it.
it's Jane.
I skipped past it. That's alright.
What happened?
I gave a bone of the body to my dog.
Don't tell it we're
No, you-
on
okay.
again. Dana ni. Prehun widi. Hofwen. No, no. Ooh.
That ghost seems like the sort to me that he's just taking the piss there.
Iron in no. Prehun.
Right. So we've done the first bit. Next thing we need to do is we're going to cut down the snow. That's not what I want to do. How do you do it? A. So I've just done that first quest.
Me he and Gersa.
Just love the animation. It's just really, really good.
Yep, weeks later's good.
Gaia da. Me angen. Here today.
So it's like, fuck you. I'm not getting on no goddamn... A sturdier boat man never saw. Oop.
Yeah.
So would there be more shit to find on that little island, or is that just basically kind of the tutorial?
I think it's basically the tutorial, essentially. So I'm basically going to stop it here because I just wanted to show you that. I think we've essentially played the mechanics of this game. You've got you've got your dog to find bits and pieces for you. Some might be puzzle related, some might just random things. Jay says I don't know what to do with them necessarily yet.
Iron in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just this puzzle game essentially. This was a really neat art style, a really neat animation. And some pretty good writing too. I'm skipping through it really quickly here, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's got some pretty good writing. So,
Have you seen the ghost again?
I haven't hasn't come back. But I'm suspecting you could probably at some point in the later in the game get back to that island. Maybe, not too sure.
And go, hey, what up, ghost?
Yidich Jane. Marshy's got.
Just trying to get out of this.
Guy, worth grab.
Typical old man, just keeps talking, doesn't shut up.
Yeah. There's a lot of reading.
Oi!
Me angen tassen.
Okay.
So based on that map, there's other islands and shit to go to as well.
Irony.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the impression I'm going to get, is you'll end up getting... so if I go... No, wrong button. If I go back into the map... So you've got hunting, you've got these treasure gear, which I said, I think it's just stuff you can find. You've got various quests you can do. You've got the map of the island you're on, the world map, which this implies there's an awful lot to look at.
I was going to say, that's a fucking big world map.
So...
Oh, there's a boat down the corner.
Yeah. And then there's a treasure thing, which I think you just find stuff, but I don't know... Like there's the...
That'll be like any other...
just sort of collectible stuff in essence.
Yeah. Like an appendix sort of deal where you fill out the items and shit, yeah.
Yeah, and they're probably achievements to finding, half of them, all of them, that kind of stuff, I suspect. But that's all they wanted to show you. I just wanted to get to that first island. I just really like the art style, like the animation. And the fact that it's got a really cool dog in it is really what attracted me to this game.
Certainly has a neat vibe and all that sort of stuff. I just really would be by thinking about the complexity of the puzzles based on what the brief bits I've read.
Yeah, as I said, so far they've been relatively straightforward. If a little bit, like it's always a bit with every puzzle game. It's always how do you give the player enough information to know where to do and what to do next, and not be too obvious, but also not enough to what the hell am I doing kind of a thing. It's always a very fine line with the puzzle game. So, but yeah, that's all. That's all. I just want to show you that. I just think it's really cool. So. That's it for Bilkins Folly. It's on Steam now. It's $20 odd Australian.
$29.50.
Oh, yep. Your price will obviously vary from country to country. But yeah, I really, really do like it. I think it's got a lot to go for it. But thank you, Steve.
I'm interested to see and hear more about it.
Yes, I will be. It's probably not something I'll play a lot of. I don't think it's a game I'll play in big chunks. It'll be play for an hour, progress a couple of storylines, do some stuff, and then sort of drop out. But
I think that's a good LA game to watch TV with.
Yeah, entirely possible. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Anyway.
Thank you, Steve.
Lights.